About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd down and 6 now. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to run.
That one out wide and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Daniels looking to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Robinson with another carry.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. To throw is Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And back deep, Avery Williams.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, the sneak gets Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you'd think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. Out left to Dotson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Right now, boys.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board. But that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
At the 46-yard line.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Back, blitz.
On the option left, it's Hurts. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Back to throw. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Commanders.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 35-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. 2:24 to go. They've yet to dip the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Able to find Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Daniels looking to throw.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here comes 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Off the play fake, Daniels.
Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there is a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.